Hi. Alphabetic, thank you for the sippy and the snacky. And the pet laurels. I fucking yawned. Ow! Hi. How you guys doing? Give me a second. Oh, everything okay? Oh, we wants petting his kitty. Cute. I am looking for some music to listen to. I recently started saving. I'm trying to catch my breath here. Lilith made me do workout. Lilith tired me out. But I've started downloading Legend of Zelda music. Let me open this. Yeah. Oh, that's loud. I think. Hi, Zestful. How you doing? Zestful. That's the word. Zestful, welcome in. Thank you for the 50 buddies. I'm slowly trying to get everything set up here. Yeah, I've been downloading a lot of Legend of Zelda music to just have my own playlist because as much as I like the playlists on YouTube, I like my own. Beaties for the bat. Thank you. Icky. The bat will eat the beaties. Oh! Did I hear? What did I hear? Also, let me get a drink, because Mebdink gave me drink. And let me get a snack. Because Medic gave me a snack. Guess what I have for snack to get? Guess what I have for snack? I have snack. Who did it? Wouldn't you like to know? I have grapes! You can feed me grapes now. Like, I might be doing a great Deku tree. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, no, wait. Really? Fun Dip? I do also have Fun Dip. Fun fact, my Fun Dip came in yesterday. I was actually very sad because it wasn't, like, outside. Like, who did the redeem? Oh, I don't know. Wouldn't you like to know? Let me get my drink real quick. Oh, cold water, delicious. I see you are raising the bar, bat boy. Eek, 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 eek. Buy those 360 games, gamers. I don't know, they renew. Yeah, they renew. Who are they? But Dread, congrats on first. Here's your big gulp. You can sit in it all you want. Loros, I hope you're doing good. Benek, I hope you're doing good. Lilith, I did my crunches. Now my abs hurt. Now my tummy hurts. In a good way. It's a good hurt. And Dread, thank you for the yahoo! The Pikmin yeet noise. Hold on. I can do this. Hold on. I am a professional. There it is. There you go. That's what Dread did. I'm sending you all the dentist of the dick variety? I'm terrified to know what this means. I'm not going to accept this offer. But yeah, I guess Xbox 360 is closing its shop, which I assumed they had already done. I did not realize they didn't. Alright, so let me open up my tablet here. Let me make sure. The stuff I drew on Picardo is turned off. I don't want to get fucking clapped by Twitch 2 seconds in because I forgot to turn off the penis layer. Which, yes, there's a penis layer. Don't worry about it. Let me just make sure it's covered. Because we're going to be doing more Kobesh stuff. Which are my bugs. Where did I... Pinguina! Thank you for the 25 months. My penis layer, enjoy your friend. For personal reasons, I will be passing away. Yes, thank you. No more stream. I got Thank you for the prime. Yeah, take those fucking pennies out of Bezos' pocket. Fuck him. For Leon because he deserves it. Leon. I saw Leon. He's in the bed. He's laying there. He's on his phone, just chilling. And then I see it. A tiny little furry head with ears poking out from beside him. Snuggling. Oh, and he left the blanket. Cecil, you can cuddle him. What are you like? Wait, no. I did the wrong one. Welcome home, master. Oh, goodness. Penis check. Do you know where your penis is? Shit. No, I don't. I gotta go find him. I oughta like a dumbass. I love this so much. Yeah, Leon's being cute. Cecil was snuggling him, and he was so sweet. Alright, where the flim flam is my stuff? Aha, found it. Okay. I'm gonna stay right here on this screen for the second. I left mine at the counter. They have to check you in before they can fly. Yeah, they gotta check in my penis. Okay, let me make sure I do not have anything here that could be compromising. Okay, y'all's penises. They're put up. Excellent. Put your penises away. Cushy penis. The cushy penis is put away. Excellent. Good. And the frost orcs. The frost orc penises are put away. Okay. So the Kolbesh, their penis is also put away. Okay. We're good. We should be good. Hi, Dran. We should be good. We're good. We're good. Okay. Grabs everyone in chat and gives a big hug. Hug's nice. What about dicks out for Desmond? No, I'm not taking their dicks out. We cannot take out their dicks. do not take out their dicks. That is how you get Desmond canceled on Twitch. Okay, so Sugar is great for character development. Sugar's adorable. I care Sugar a lot. I'm gonna bring this down, make this a little easier to see. Soldier, a late, and then Queen. Let's bring this up. There we go. I just want him out of the fucking way. And then we bring this down. There we go. I see Twitch. You see Twitch. What? Why are you doing... Why? What? No. I'm not repeating that. You cannot make me. Oh, it's Cecil. Okay, Cecil's doing crown cheese. He's crunching his food. I heard crunching. Distant crunching. And I'm like, what's over there? Alrighty. So, last time, what was I working on? Well, technically, last time I was working on their peonies, their penors and begerbers. This week, I think we're going to hiccup really hard, and then I'm gonna go pull up my template. Where's my template? Template. Oh, it's in docs, that's right. Let me go grab it. You say we can't do dicks out for Desmond because Twitch has gonorrhea. Twitch is a butthole. Twitch will... No, I said Twitch will cancel me. I didn't say Twitch has gonorrhea. Someone, that was a Freudian mishearing. That wasn't a Freudian slip. That was a Freudian mishearing on your part, sir. Same thing. I mean... Oh, I can't say that. That would be mean. I almost said a mean thing. I'm sorry. No, I'm not gonna say it. Headcanon. Yeah, okay, that's fair. Okay, so we pretty much covered a lot of their species stuff, and I think it's all over here. Let me make sure about that first. Okay, so yeah, we went over how they develop. They go into an egg, into a little baby squishy form. They're like small, white, and squishy and cute. Hello, lore fuckers. Hi, Radiant. You're right, I do fuck lore. Lore is great. I fuck with it. Opinion on Suvu? I don't know what that is. I don't know what Suvu is. Hi, hey, me. Yeah, it's he, me. I don't know what is that? Explain it. Explain it like I'm stupid. Because I am. But yeah, let me go over my species stuff here. You don't? I do not. I am sorry. Okay, so body, facial features. Yeah, we went all over this, we went over that. Okay. Don't mind me. I will stare. Now I'm minding you extra hard. You would be the perfect person to know this. Maybe I do and I just don't. No? No, no one's allowed to DM me. You're not allowed. I don't let DMs happen. Especially when I'm streaming. Should I just Google it? Should I be afraid? Bruh, okay, the first week I was streaming 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, I Googled something that people told me to Google. And it scared me. Koi. I looked it up and the one thing I saw was something called a koi fish conlang. Everything else is just sports. Okay, so you are... So the koi fish conlang is what you were talking about? It's apparently written as Tsevu, not Suvu. And I have not heard about it. I did not know it was a thing. You just lost... No! I lost thinking. Dude, I haven't done that in a long time. But yeah, that's why I was confused. But no, I also haven't heard of Tsevu. I don't really... It's on Reddit, apparently, and I don't go on Reddit, so... Have a good luck, me. It's pretty looking, but I don't really know about it. Not like that. Dude, this guy did stuff with... Oh, it's David! I'm so dumb! I was scrolling through all the commenters on Sevu, and I was like, oh, that's cool, okay, this is how it works. And then I see a dude in here named Dead Dalves. I'm like, oh shit, that looks familiar. He's got he's got the Dothraki label under him. Why? Like, look at his fucking David J. Peterson. It's David Peterson, the dude who legit invented well, he didn't invent the Dothraki language. What he did was take what few words George R. Martin put in his book and went, let's make a language out of this. And he's fucking cool. I love David Peterson. I own his book, The Invention of Language. David Peterson's really fucking cool. He also has like little 5 to 7 minute tutorials on like aspects of language that he teaches. It's on YouTube. It's great. I'll have to go do nerd shit. I didn't know the person coming over was named Nerd Shit, but bye. For now. But apparently he knows about Sevu, I guess. But yeah, David Peterson's great. He created Dothraki, Valerian. He worked a lot on the Game of Thrones stuff. He did one for another... There was another show. I can't remember what it was called, but he made languages... He's made languages for multiple shows now. Like, if you want a conlang and you're in the film industry, you go to him. Like, that's just how it works. What am I looking at? Oh my god. That is complicated dioramas. But it's interesting at the very least. Yeah, if you want to show me stuff, remember to drop it in VC chat. Now I'm just gonna scream about David Peterson, because he's great. I do want to work on the conlang for these guys, very soon. Because I want to play with new sounds. Wait, what about the film industry? Oh, basically, if you are an upcoming show maker or filmmaker, and you have a race of people who are speaking a conlang, a made-up language, a constructed language, you go to David Peterson. He makes all of them. Or one of his associates. He runs he calls it like a guild, like a forum, like a club. He has a group of people that, like, does this shit. It's really interesting. He's cool. He's just a fucking nerd. So that's what I was talking about. It makes just as much sense as what you're showing right now. Hey, this is my ramblings. These are, all of these right here, this is all what's the word? Unscripted rambling. That's what this is. You want to see people coping hard in a really funny way? Sure, why not? I don't know, I like Desmond's better. Easiest to follow. Well, it's not that hard to follow. You start off it? If you're, okay, we're getting back on track. We're not talking about conlangs today. We can do that, like, next Wednesday. Behold, the sacred scribbles of the butt rattler in mint condition. The scribblings of a madman. Oh shit, let's go. Wait, are people treating the word pencil as a slur? I'm tired of the AI hate. We should all unite against the pen. Oh my god, they are censoring the word pencil? Start loving AI more. Fuck AI art. Also, they're censoring the word pencil. That pencil is clearly not. That pencil was clearly generated by AI because it doesn't make sense. People who use AI treating the word pencil as a slur because they're too fucking mad that they can't pick one up, I guess. They can't. We're gonna have to censor pencil. Yeah, everyone, if you say pencil in my chat, you are getting banned. It is now censored. The deck also morphs into is like, yeah! It's so fucking gross, dude. Ugh. This AI shit is getting funny. The reason they're getting so fucking mad and weird about this now is because they're getting such heavy backlash. And it's clear that, like, AI is on its way out. It's clear that it's got a few more years left, at least. It's gonna peter. It's gonna peter and it's gonna crash. And just replace it with penis. Yeah, you're right. Just say penis instead. Clearly that's less offensive than pencil. What if I just say pen instead? Or crayon? What if I say fucking markers, like paintbrush? Anything works. Pick it up, you fucking losers. I have to go sharpen my penis. Nah, it doesn't work. Medic, don't sharpen your penis. No, that's a, oh my groin hurts. I don't even have one. Oh god, I don't want to think about that. Chuck's a 64-pack of Crayolas. Yeah, pick it up! We just need to start throwing bricks of Crayola at them. And being like, fucking do it. I swear, do it. Oh, fuck, hold on. Oh no! Where's my medicine? I dropped it! Hold on, I have to find... Bless you, babe. I have to find my pills. They were right here, and now they are not. Hold up. Oh god, oof. Well, shit. I cannot sharpen my pee-pee. Please do not sharpen your pee-pee, babe. That would be bad. Where the fuck is it? Are you kidding me? Is your shit on top of it? No. Did it disappear? Hold on. Where the fuck is it? Hold up. I need to stand up and, like, go through this shit. Pick it up. Pick it up. Okay, oh, is this it? No, that's not it. Hey babe, I can't find my pills. Oh, here they are. Your little clicky thing was on top of them. I guess they got knocked back. None of these sharpener holes can support grr. Whoa. You have to Buggy Boys culture? Yes, I am. I am pushing. But right now I had to find my pills, so there was a slight delay. Also, there was another delay because we're yelling about AI art again. They all distract me. You distract me with AR art memes. Zog, apparently. Really? Why is Zog... How did you know? Why is Zog an issue? I don't understand. Okay, let's crack this open. Zog is a white supremacist acronym for Zionist occupied government. Oh. So says Google. Got it. Well, I know what you mean. I know you don't actually mean Zionist, whatever. I know you're just misspelling pug. Also, this is a med check to all of you cuties out there. Med check. Now. Zog is an orky all-purpose word? Oh. Got it. Okay, so it's not an intentional misspelling of pog. It's an orc thing. Pog, penis occupied government. Yeah. Cecil, what are you doing? What are you getting into? You are so handsome a man. Look at this little man, he's so handsome. Alright. Bet the government uses pencils. Yeah. Censor the word pencil. So dumb. Alright, back on topic. Back to where we were going. So this is the ramblings of a madman, quite literally. Let me make sure... Okay, so this is what I drew last time. I drew their face, the sample face, because I was working on the species, basically. Hello, beer man. Is Cat Child... No, Cat Child is on his desk fucking with me. Hi, Cat Child. Hello, little child. He is so handsome. Look at my little son. Oh! Leon sat up and Cecil went, Wait, I'm coming back. Wait, we're cuddling though, Dad. Come on. He's so dramatic. The moment Leon wants to get out of bed, Cecil's running for him. Like, wait. Hold on. We're supposed to be cuddling. What is this? It's so cute.
Is that your dad?
Oh, is he leaving? Cecil plopped right in a spot. Like, Dad, come on, let's cuddle. Cute. Anyway, sorry, I had to rant about how cute my cat is. Cecil's like a T-Rex. He's alerted by movement. No, he's specifically alerted by Leon's movements and goes, Wait! Get back here! We're supposed to be hanging out! Hi, Jeannie! How are you? Welcome in. Don't mind me, I'm just yelling about how cute my cat is. But yeah, not last week, but the week before, we drew these guys. I haven't given them their hair yet. I will be giving them their hairstyles as well, because they actually do a lot of, like, unique, elaborate hairstyles, depending on how high up in the ranks they are. It also depends on who's doing the hairstyling. This is something that I'm actually stealing from my gargoyles that I've been making. Fun fact, I have gargoyle stuff coming soon, but don't worry about that. You don't need to worry about any of that. That's for comic stuff later. But then I also drew what their mouth looks like open. They have teeth. Now, yes, they're kind of like needly looking. What are we smashing? The bugs or the gargoyle? Wait, Radiant! You haven't been here in a minute! You haven't seen my gargoyles! Hold on! Or you might have, because you're in the server. Do you want to see my gargoyles? I'm very proud of them. Here, I'll show you the gargoyle. Look at him. I love my gargoyle. It's a little webcomic idea that I'm coming up with. It's gonna be like 10 chapters long. The chapters are gonna have like 40 panels each. It's not gonna be I showed you my gargoyles losers one. It's not gonna be that, like, crazy of a story. It's just gonna be more of a concept design of little scenes so that I can flex my webcomic chops, as it were. I'm getting back into webcomics, and I'm gonna use this as, like, a test run. Also, here's another kissy scene. Smooch, smooch, smooch. I love the gargoyles. I love this man. This man has my heart. This man has my whole heart. But yeah, I've been coming up with gargoyle stuff. And that's what this is for. Also, I realized the Gargoyles, cartoon show, the Disney show, is probably where I first got my fascination with monsters. Anyway. Don't worry about me. That and Lilo and Stitch. I really like the aliens in that. I like aliens. I like alien designs, and I love monster designs. Help. Desmond. Desmond, I don't think you know how fucking submissive I get when I see sharp teeth. You're like, listen to me. I have... I've become a bunny in a corner. The sketch is the shit. Which sketch? This one? They do have sharp, pointy teeth. Oh, so do the gargoyles. I have been drawing him without his mask. I know what he looks like without his mask. I have versions of him not wearing it. However, he is wearing it for a very... No, the gargoyle sketch. Teeth. Yeah, as you can see, he has a whole ass row of them chompers. That's not just a smile. Those are just extra fucking teeth coming off his mouth. He has toofies. Let's see. Let me go see if I can find the other picture I did of him. Yeah, because I've been drawing this dude a lot so that I could get a better understanding of him. Aha, here it is. There he is. But I don't want to show off too much of what he looks like. But I can at least grab this, because the reveal is supposed to be in the comic. But I am going to lift this just enough to show you guys his mouth. He has multiple chompers. And it's not just that the teeth are coming out, it's like it's just... It's coming off his mouth. It's very interesting. That's his hair. His hair is very fluffy, by the way. Got his mom's hair fluff. But, let's see. I know the way I want to draw his mouth is like... Teeth. I need to redo that a little. Okay, so the front two, the pre-canines, the canines, and I don't want the canines that sharp. Also, I will say, the gargoyles do also have, sneaky tongues. I want him to have sneaky tongue. But then he's got extra skin here, and then extra teeth just coming out of his face. Like that. Yeah. He's got a lot going on. That's all I'm gonna say. But there's a reason for that. And I love him. So we're gonna close that out for now. Cecil wants cuddles. Oh, Dad, please. You're like, unfortunate for him. Sharp teefies? Yes, please. Yeah, sharp teeths. I love sharp teeths. Hi there. We won. Bared his little teefies at me. Get it? Bared his teeth? It's okay. You can beat me up. But yeah, last couple of weeks ago, I drew these guys' mouths because it's going to help me figure out what phonetic sounds they make. So I'll be holding on to this. Bonk the bat. Teehee. What sounds, what noises they can make. And over here, once again, these are my inane ramblings. This is basically me going over how they grow, because unlike most insects and how I base my creatures off of them, when I say smile, I mean from Toga to Hyena Girl comic to fucking Toko Fukawa. Oh, that big... the... the... the smile. The
Thank you for the pet.
the smile. Maybe if I go like the smile.
Renetta, look at it.
You're a dork. Wider even, Mimi. Okay. There you go. And then, of course, you know, they have to have the bat shit eyes. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, those eyes. There you go. I did it. Anyway, let's get rid of that. I don't need this. Goddamn idiot. But yeah, basically my inane ramblings a few weeks ago had to do with how these creatures grow. Now, normally how I do it is by standard bug protocol.
Oh, David, the cat tea.
Which is to say they don't molt, but they instead start out as an egg. They morph into a little larva. The larva is then fed a specific kind of concoction, depending on what they're going to grow into. And then they're thrown into a place to pupate. Yandere Roman. Oh shit, hold up. I don't think Roman would ever go Yandere. That's not who he is. But I do have a Yandere character. Here you go. You can... There you go, there's the boy. There's the boy. You can look at the boy. Teehee. It's my man. He's a doctor. I love him. Don't me. But, yeah, so instead of the bug affair of egg, larva, and then it, like, you put it in a thing to pupate, and then it pupates, and then it pops out fully formed, I base these guys off of termites, not ants or bees. The way termites work, I had to do a lot of study. As a medic, I am doubly doubting their professionalism. No, it's fine. Yes, smash. Don't do that. He'll just go crazy. But yeah, the way I have these guys working is not like that, but they're like termites. Now, apparently termites, they don't go through life stages the way regular or typical insects do. They go through a series of molting. You see this guy woke up, right? And the skeleton was missing and the doctor was never heard from again. Oh no. But, so that's what this is. This is them in an egg. They hatch from the egg, and they're not a larva. There's something called a nymph, which a nymph is a tiny version of the adult. So it's kind of like the way we develop. It's like, oh, here's a tiny version of us that slowly grows up. But because they are made out of a chitinous exoskeleton, they don't grow up the way we do, where we just kind of stretch slowly. They just kind of shed off their old shit over time, much like a snake, or like a crab. As they grow, they shed that old molt, or like a tarantula. They shed that shit, and they're squishy for a while, and then they harden up again. Now, depending on how many times they molt, depends on what they become, apparently. The phases don't do that, he'll go crazy, that's the point. You know what, that's fair. You don't want... Actually, no, he's pretty fun. to watch when he's nuts. The man is usually very cautious, very cold, very quiet, emotionless almost. Tetsuya, the pink-haired yandere bitch. But if he starts to like someone, he gets a little quirky. The animatronics get quirky at night. But yeah, these little guys, they molt. They grow up. They shed their old skin. And depending on how many times they molt, depends on what they become. So after they get to a certain point of molts, which what we would consider roughly pubescent age, like around 12, they start to go through body changes and are expected to go do a specific role. Oh no, Radiant. They can get as many tattoos as they want and just shed it. I mean, technically sure, but also, I don't think they'd want to give tattoos to babies. They only molt when they're kids. So if you're still molting, you're considered a child. And you're not getting a tattoo if you're a child. You have to be an adult to get a tattoo. And by tattoo, I guess I mean carvings? Because I determined you can't really get ink in the hard-ass chitin, but you can carve it. So you know how we like do etchings and stuff in like wood? They probably have scraping tools that they use to like very gently carve out patterns in their chitin shell. I get their shell. Shell's a good word. And that becomes a tattoo. And they probably have different markings meaning different things. Maybe some are just really proud of their house, so they get their... That's what I was gonna do. We were gonna talk about house seals. I don't want to do that right now. that sounds exhausting. But yeah, they get tattoos. I think it's more common for soldiers to do it because it's a frame of bravery. The one guy who's the eldest in the village, but is just loosing exoskeleton and not shedding. Oh no, that's scary. Oh, I will say right here, apparently soldiers, I put down that soldiers they don't limit molting. So if you are, let's say you hit pubescent age and you start changing to a certain color, because that's normally the first thing that happens. You start to turn a certain color instead of white, because you're white until you're about 11 or 12 years old. If you start shifting into a more yellowy tone, you are considered an elate. An elate meaning a flyer, but it also sounds like elite, and it's funny, which is why I like it. You are taken in, and you only molt a couple more times. Baby. I'm not a baby! I'm not a baby! But yeah, you only molt a limited amount of times. You become gold, you get fur on your body, and you get fur on your antenna. Which you've seen over here already. This dude, he's an elate. Soldiers, they can molt as many times as possible because they need to get big. They bulk up really hard. And once they harden up, they're good. Workers, they also have a limited molt because they don't need to get that big. They just need to get big enough to do labor. So that's all the shit I was basically writing down. The stuff over here, this is me just compiling my ideas. Like gestation periods, how many times the queen will lay eggs based on math. I did all the math, so I'm not doing the math again. You can go fuck yourselves. If you want to see it, go watch the VOD. I'm not doing the math again. But basically, she only lays eggs once every few months, which is like once a season, and she lays like 10 to 15 on the like scale. And not all of those hatch into like actual creatures. Obviously, some of them are just duds. I remember the math and it made me space out. Yeah, me too. That's why I'm not doing it again. I'm just covering this for whoever wasn't here. But this is me doing math here. This is me saying, oh, this is how much, how many eggs you would lay to get 200. By the way, these families are fucking huge. 200 is small. the reason for that is, let's say, like I said, you lay 200 eggs. This is how many eggs she's laid during the last few years. If you have 200, you will have maybe 1 or 2 elates, which are your actual children. Meaningless, adding to hell. You will have roughly 20 soldiers, about 80 workers, and then, yeah, that's how it works. If you look over here, this is what you have if you have 1,000 in a colony. You will have 10 elates, which that means you have a fuck ton of heirs. You'll have 200 soldiers, they're your guards, your protectors, and you'll have 790 workers. Now, yes, these are all their children. The monarchs, the king and queen, the ones having all of these eggs, that's technically all of their kids, but the fucked up part is, the Kobesh, the way these guys work, they don't really pay as much attention to their kids if they are not elates or around them all the time. So if they have a worker child, they don't consider the workers, like, well, they're related, obviously, but they don't consider them part of the ecosystem of the family, if that makes sense. They can't, workers and soldiers are infertile. They cannot pass offspring. They cannot create more offspring. So, sadly, mom and dad aren't going to pay as much attention to you if you can't carry their grandkids. Yes, Starling? That looks sick as fuck. That looks sick as hell. Leon got a dope-ass, armor set that he's wearing in, Final Fantasy XIV. So yeah, that's what I was doing, math for here. And if you have a huge colony or a huge family, you're gonna give even less of a shit. So if you have 1,000, you are an asshole. Probably. I feel like, 300 shows PP. That looks sick as fuck. I feel like the 200 to 300 is probably average, maybe 400. If you have 1,000 in your colony, you are working. You are really trying to just pump out a lineage, because I feel like big houses do that, like great houses try to do that, but like if you're just a standard, like if you're just a standard family, you're probably gonna have about 200, 300, nothing more than that, which means you have about 2 or 3 kids, and then 40 soldiers and 150 workers. So that's how that works. I also wrote down their diet and their habitat, because that is part of this. So for their habitat, they're underground, obviously. If you have 1,000, you are working. Yeah, they be fucking. They do be fucking. You are correct. But yeah, their habitat is underground, in clay pyramidal structures. I had this cool idea. I showed pictures of it, but I'll draw it real quick to help surmise it. The way I picture their habitats working is that, let's say here's a field they're chilling in, and then here's like a hill that you can't explain. And let's say this is how big you are. Let's make you a little smaller. Let's say this is how big you are. You're like, whoa, look at this cool ass hill. Why is it shaped like this? Unbeknownst to you, underneath this hill is structure consisting of stone, wood, and even some metal for reinforcements. Underneath are these huge fucking pillars that act... There we go. They're like pyramid structures underneath. Here, let's say you have some pillars right here in the back to keep them from falling. Pillars. But you have these like really dope like underground pyramidal houses. And it keeps going. It goes down. Like down. Yeah, they made a car underground. Yeah, they made cars. They made cars into a real... It actually looks more like a tank. Like if I... Anyway. But yeah, it keeps going. It keeps going for... I don't want to say miles, because that's a little That's a little crazy, but they definitely do have these pillars here to keep it from falling. And if you were looking at it... there we go. If you're looking at it from an aerial view, it would look like this. Here's the top. Here's that one layer. It's just like this covered grassy pyramid structure. And you can't even really figure out how to get inside. Only they really know how. And I was thinking on... Layer cake grabs a knife. Radiant, no! Radiant, don't do it! The way I was thinking they could get inside was actually through the trees. So let's say nearby one of these is a forest. Here's a tree. Here's another tree. Medic, put your axe down. I can hear you sharpening it from here. Damn you. You know, here's a forest nearby. What I'm thinking of them doing is one of these nearby trees, they probably have some sort of opening, like some sort of door, like this kind of, but only they really know how to get into it. So only they know how to like open the flaps of the door. It's a secret tree door basically. And then they go in there and it takes them through a little tunnel. Boop, 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 boop. And then it takes them to the main entrance, the main, like, hall, meeting hall of this home. Now, this is a house. This would be just considered a house. I'm sure they have, let's do this. I'll go over here. Now, let's pretend this is huge grasslands and forests up here, whatever. I feel like they would have multiple structures like this. So let's say this is one house just chilling in the dirt, and then a little bit of ways, let's say there's a smaller one getting built. Let's say it's not that big, it hasn't gone very far down. And let's say there's a third one over here. That's gotten pretty big. So these are all underground keeps that are hiding from the world above, using trees to get inside. Let's say this is a tree here. Let's say this one doesn't use a tree. Let's say there's actually like a little hill somewhere here and they use a tiny stone door here. And let's say this one uses a tree too. So this is how I'd consider a neighborhood. This is one family, family 1. This is family 2. Let's say they're just getting started. Let's say they have like 50 people. Let's say these guys have 200 people. Let's say these guys have about 350. Fuck it. They're older. And this is family 3. So this is how I would consider the neighborhood. Instead of having like what we would consider suburban neighborhoods where here's a road, here's a house, here's your neighbor's house, here's his garage, here's your fence, you know, to block you guys. You know, and here's another fence, and here's your neighbor's other house. Here's his garage. Oh look, he has a second bedroom up here because he's an asshole. Uses magic to shift ground, completely screwing over homes. That would be actually fucking evil. They don't live in an area where earthquakes exist. They are not on any fault line. They don't have to deal with earthquakes, so they're pretty confident in their underground house building. And if something happened, they would be fucked. They do have a lot of reinforcement in the actual home. They use, like I said, stone. They use a really good pillar techniques. They use very, very good techniques to keep the thing from not falling the fuck over. However, there can be collapses, there can be dilapidation, there can be outside forces that cause these shits to collapse. And it's devastating because it will kill an entire family of 200 to 300 people. Easy, if you're not careful. So that is what that's all about. But yeah, instead of having a neighborhood like this, where you're just like all lined up and hanging out and you're like, hi Bill, hi Jim, and you know, you go to work and you kiss your the hypothetical wife in this situation, and then you go to your job as an accountant or whatever. I don't know, fucking, you know how Americana Suburbiana works. Let's hope nobody's evil enough to use Earth Tremor. Hey, Pixel, don't put ideas in Radiant's head. Radiant, listen, the bugs are really big and hot, and they have sharp teeth and a dominant nature. Please don't hurt them. Me, appealing to Radiant's submissive side. Please don't hurt my big bug aliens. Oh, what'd you drop, babe? Are you okay? Okay. You nerd, I love you. But yeah, this is how the neighborhood works, as I see it. This would probably be considered some sort of city. If you squish them, they cannot bone you. Don't squish them. Exactly. If you crush them, they can't fuck you. And I drew their dicks. Their dicks look interesting. Who wants to see their dicks? Hold on, I'm gonna do this. Y'all aren't supposed to look at their dicks right now. Okay. I will post a picture of their dicks in the Not Safe for Work channel. Yes, I also drew it cooming. I'm gonna turn off that version of it. There you go, you go! Let me just turn that back off and come over here. Hi Bill, hi Jim. I'm gonna work now. Hurdy dirty. Yeah, they get home. Let's have our home gun. Oh no! Sorry, I got distracted by the music. The music is good. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the Discord server real quick. I'm gonna go to Original Not Safe for Work, and I'm gonna make a new post called Bug Peens. Holbesh Bug Peens T. Okay. The art is digital. It's not really OCs, it's more like miscellaneous. It's just bug penises. Wait, how do I... Hold on, I need to figure out how to paste this in there. There we go. And... there we go. Okay! Bug peens have been posted. Y'all can go look at them. There you go. That's for you. Y'all can go look at the bug penises. So, anyway, back to my, back to my explanation. This is exactly how I would picture their neighborhood to be. Now, I don't know how many they would have. I think it just depends on the actual... You know what, I'll leave them in peace. I'll leave them alone. I'll leave them in one piece.
Period, thank you for the pet.
So, obviously, if you only have about 200, because that's as little as you're gonna get it, it's just a family. But if you start pushing numbers and have multiple houses, I think they start considering them settlements. Like, this is obviously just a hovel. Yes, there's a lot of population, but there's only like 3 families there, so it's like... as long as one screws me, you know what, that's fair.
Hi, babe.
Oh, I see you have chicken nuggies. Thank chicken nuggies. But yeah, so I think they do it based on how many families there are. So if there's one family, it's just a family. You're just living on your land. If there's a collection, more than like, let's say 5, it's a hovel. Let's say if there's like up to 20, you're starting to get into city territory. If there's 50 families, then you're really pushing it. So let's see, what's 50 times 200? Because we're gonna pretend, well, actually we're gonna pretend 300 is the average. 15,000. That's a small city. Let's say there's 200 families. 60,000. Jesus Christ. So we could actually get up. Let's say fuck it. There's 1,000 families around. That is about 300,000. So I'd say, yeah, about 1,000 families, 1,000 houses would probably be theirs. About the size of a large, huge state city. You said there's a lot of them. Yes, on average there are 300 people per family. No. Okay, let me reiterate. They are family members. 300 of them. They would not be interested in seeing each other's genitals. Because they are family members. This house of 50, those are all brothers and sisters. They do not want to see each other. Now, if you were in a giant city and a bunch of unrelated motherfuckers showed up, sure, you can have it. They wouldn't have to see him if they were all inside. I'm gonna cry. But yeah, no, there's
No incest in my story, please. Thank you.
because you got to remember these giant 200 member households are just that, households. They're family members. They're brothers and sisters. They've been birthed from the same mother and father. No incestics. No incest insects. That's gross. They don't do that. Okay. So yeah, this is how I picture it going. So now that that's out of the way, what else were we writing? Oh yeah, and their diet. I wrote down their diet. Dread. What is that emote? Off to cry. Off to a city I go. Yeah. Oh, it's Kenji. It's Kenji. Nani? God damn it. It's a beautiful emote. Thank you. I needed that. Anyway. And then I covered their diet, which is primarily mushrooms, because, fun fact, not all termites eat wood. In fact, the only termites we've ever really had to encounter are the ones that eat wood, because they're, you know, in our house, eating our wood in our house. But a good few of them, did you have to curve them that much? The houses or the bugs? Hips. Don't worry about it. I'm worried about it. But, yeah, they eat mushrooms. They love mushrooms. They cultivate them very carefully, and they eat them because it's Ambi. They also eat small animals for stews, but they don't really focus as much on ranching. They have ranches. They will do it, but they primarily hunt them more than they ranch them. They also love to grow spices, and they grow root vegetables, clay veggies. Apparently, a lot of motherfucking veggies live in clay. I did not know this. Carrots, cabbage, squash, what is this? Chard? I can't read my own handwriting. Fucking help me. Just don't look at the bug beans. Well, time to go look at the bug beans since you told me not to. Oh, I see. Yeah, no, they're curved. Also, it looks textured. It's very textured, but it's not like in a spiky, pointy way. It's in a... It's in yeah. In just enough. I actually had experts help me. I actually had an expert on site helping me to let me know if it looked good or not. But, yeah, that's what their diet consists of. They mainly eat veggies and mushrooms, but they will eat meat. So they are omnivores, technically, but they just have more access to vegetables. Bug peen fiend. Listen, bug peen. And they also gather fruit from certain trees. They do have these big-ass trees that they hang out with, but some trees, the smaller trees in the tinier forests, they will go out and purposefully go grab fruit, and they'll do that with... Ugh, gross. I am gross. But, they enjoy those in like, juices, as well as, what's the word? Yeah, they enjoy, like, juices and wines and ales, maybe? Well, they might not enjoy ale. It'd be a little weird if they cultivated bees. And then we went over the Kobeshi culture. I went over how it works. And there's how you grow up. There you are as a teen. And then you become an elite, a worker, or a soldier. Relationships. Right, yeah, you were born to a huge family. You're taken care of by a worker, born with your clutch. And your clutch is what you consider, like, your true family. Oh, radiant. Actually, yes, I feel like it would be kind of lubricated. Anyway, and then I went over what you have to do if you become a certain role. So if you're an elite, you are pampered. You are a pretty princess. You are taught how to be a future leader. You're taught you know what a nuclear family is, basically. Because, like I said, if you are an elite, you are considered an actual kid to the king and queen. Because you're the only one that can carry the genetics. As sad as it is, if you're a soldier or a worker, you're not deemed as important. They actually do have a hierarchy of whose lives are more important, and if you're an elite, yours is the most important. It's a little fucky, but that's just how it goes when you're raised in this kind of society. Soldiers, you're considered second most important, because a lot of stuff goes into your development. If you're a worker, you are the most numerous. You are the most expendable, sadly. Like I said, it's not the best life. Not to say they don't care if you go, but it's a little fucky. So that's what I wrote down last time. Where is that? Let me go look. We cleared that. Okay. Oh, I'm on the wrong layer. I'm like, why the fuck can't I write anything? So, if you are a worker, we covered this before we left, you are pretty much anything and everything under the sun. You are not a leader, although you can lead, certain aspects of other workers. However, you are not the one making the final decision for the entire colony. That is up to the king and queen, aka mom and dad. But if you're a worker who's got seniority over other workers, then you can start calling a few shots because you know how the code works. So there are caretakers, workers, caretakers and attendants who are probably considered the highest. You said their juices would be what? Evident. They would definitely exist. I don't know how to explain it other than it does sheath and unsheath, so it's yeah, anyway. But yeah, each tier also has, like, separate ways you express yourself. So, like I said, the elites, they live a life of privilege with their mom and dad, and they will hardly ever know the other workers or soldiers. The only other soldiers and workers they know are their bodyguards and their personal attendants. And even if those bodyguards and personal attendants are their own siblings, they won't really see them as such. Radiant, that's not to say they want to fuck them. You stop that. But because, you know,
Oh, come on, take it with a sippy.
I am thirsty. Gonna have to write that on the Discord bug peen for Yeah. Yeah, you should.
Con, take it with a sip.
Also, Con! It's almost your birthday. Oh, that water was delicious. I love cold water. Whew. But yeah, a little birdie told me it's almost your birthday. I'm actually very excited for you. I'm gonna pet you. Pet, 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 pet. Ba, 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 boop, ba-da-da-da. Okay.
Ow, ow. Ow. Star Eater! Hi!
Thank you for the yeet. Welcome in. I hope you're doing good. Okay, so I was gonna cover courtship a few weeks ago, and I did not get to that, so that's what we're gonna do. I want to cover courtship, partners, romance, how that stuff works. So, as an elite, you ain't gotta do shit. No, you're gonna have to describe their stuff on the forum, or else I won't be in order. No! No, I don't want to! You can't make me! The rat kills. The rat? The rat. Are you rat? Who you? Hold on, you got a name change. Who is that? Who is that? I will squint at you. Who is that? Is that Evangeline? Are you Evangeline? This music's pretty dope. Maybe. Who's Evangeline? Welcome in. I will still call you Star Eater, though, because I respect name changes. Also, don't tell anyone I'm eating your grape. Ow. Yee. Yee! There we go. So, whoa. Thank you, Dread. Dread said, legal. Legalize the snack. If that's the case, I'm gonna take another little bite. Feed you a grape, feed you a grape, feed you a grape. Grape. Grape good. Okay. Well, back on culture, though. This up here is basically relationship stuff that I covered, and what you'd be doing. So we'll be doing this down here as well. I'll be covering relationships, courtship, partners, romance, all that stuff for each category. You can call me fucking whatever. Eva or Rat Queen still count. Alright, hello there, fucking whatever. Didn't know the kind bug god was back.
Yeah, well, bug god. It's me, the bug god.
Welcome in, Star. Yeah, it's Evangeline, aka Eva or Rat Queen, but I'm gonna call you Star Eater. Just so I don't confuse myself. Or others. So let's write all this down. So, elates. Wait, no. How do I spell it again? A? Yeah, alate, not elate. Also, Evangeline, we are working on a new race. I don't know if you've been here to see them, but they're giant fucking bugs. If bugs bother you, I apologize. But look, bugs! This is what they look like. These are the workers. They're really cool bug boys. Bug boys and girls, by the way. I normally do my classes like this on a gendered system, but here, it don't matter what your gender is. You can have a caste system. And we have soldiers. I haven't, but ooh, buggy. Yeah, the buggies. There's the big old soldiers, females and males. And then we got the elates, which is what I'm writing about at the moment. And then we got the queen. It's an elate female that got super fucking big. So she can start pumping out babies. So that's what the Kobesh look like. We're gonna cover relationships. Don't know if I should post my thoughts on the forum. Big mama! Yeah, big mama. They're big. I think they reach like 8 feet easy. Yeah, she's about 8 feet. Normally, they're around 7 feet. This guy's actually 6'5". So the women get huge. But they do it because they need to...
Stars and Deb! They give the pat and the zippy.
But they do it because they need to start pushing out eggs. I know of some of like the spiders where they mate with the male and eat their head off. Yeah, that happens. The females will eat the male in the insect kingdom. It's gruesome and it's sad. Look in the forum if you want to know. Okay. I'm scared. God damn it. I actually have no fucking clue. Use your imagination. I don't think it's necessarily bad. I doubt it's bad. But use your imagination. I don't think it's as tangy as the usual flavor, I guess. And that is a flipping joke. No, that's not a joke. That actually happens. Spider females eat male spiders. They will kill them and eat them because they're like, tee you look tasty. As for praying mantids, it's even worse. That's the one where the female bites the male's head off. That's some bad shit. But the Kobesh women do not eat the male's heads off. She will not eat her boyfriend's head off, I promise you. Praying mantids? No! You will not get me stuck on that again! Was it you that did it last time? I was trying to say mantid, and some motherfucker came out saying mantids, and I just was stuck on that for like 30 seconds. If it was you, I'm gonna strangle you. My brain is running on no sleep. Oh no! If you need a nap, Suo, get some nap. Pet, pet, pet. Cute. No! Oh. I'm sorry. You don't have to then. Shit. Alright, so for relationships, courtship for elates. The way it works is you don't have courtship the way normal people do. You don't go on, well, you can go on dates if you want. But it's usually arranged by your mom and dad. You're literally dealing with a medieval, like, nobleman's life as an elate. Their tips look like upside down hearts. Yeah, kinda. I heard mantits. Oh no, mantis. Mantis. I like to be productive in arranged marriage. Yeah, arranged marriage. You will have an arranged marriage as an elate. It's just how it works. You will be expected to go have a nuptial with the motherfucker they pick for you. They will obviously listen to your input and stuff, but at the end of the day, sometimes they're just like, no, you gotta marry this one because you need to carry on the line. It can work out, it can't sometimes. They usually ask for your opinion. There we go. I was clipping through here because I was leaning over so hard. So that's how elates for courtship works. Same thing with partners. Termites are usually a mating for life pair. The way termites work, they go on something called a nuptial flight. A lot of insects do this, where males and females, usually drones and queens, drones are males, queens are females, they'll go out and queens will run around trying to mate with as many males as possible. She'll take all that sperm that she gathered and then keep it in a specialized part of her body and then go back to her hive and just have babies for the next, like, 20 years. That's the typical life of an ant and a bee. You know, those eusocial hives that have just queens. Now, termites work differently. They go on a nuptial flight, and then they find a pair, they find a male or a female, depending on what they are, that's most agreeable with them. Now I wonder if one can abandon their clan if they don't like them. I'm sure they can. I'm just talking about the insects themselves at the moment. When it comes to feelings and shit, I'm sure there's been instances where they're like, yeah, no, I don't want to, though. And some elates have probably fucked off. If they do that, though, they bring great shame to their family. And they're considered, like, they're probably treated awful after that. So, elates probably try not get along with the other one. Just disappear off the map. Yeah, like I said, it doesn't happen too often because the culture instills a sense of you have to get along with this person we're hooking you up with. But there are going to be concerns and misgivings about it on occasion, and they're like, hey, can I not? Check previous message. I can't stop oh, Radiant, I wonder what's happening, oh man, I wonder what got you. Oh, thank you, Jad, for the shill. Oh, I needed water. I needed a drink. I was thirsty. But yeah, for the most part, it tends to work out, because they have nuances. Obviously, they have, I'm sure they have different proceedings and rituals on how to do the courtship, which we can go into later. I'm just writing all this stuff down. So arranged by mom and dad, it can work out, usually asks for opinion from child. Rituals ensue, which is like, can't see why. What the? Hello? Drink the $5. Hey, guess what? Guess what you did? Oops. Nom 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 nom. Nom nom nom.
I lost my pie.
Thank you for the dollars. Thank you for the Ko-Fi, the tip. Alright, so we'll cover more of that courtship in a bit. Partners. They are expected to hold themselves off. Until they're nuptial. How do I spell nuptial? Is it N-U-P-T? No, hold on. Let me look at those a little bit. No. Nuptial? Nuptial? Nuptial. Now, nuptial is just a word that means marriage or wedding ceremony, but we also use it to talk about mating season, as well as flight patterns for like birds or insects. Thanking them for the tip. I can relate to that. God damn it, Radiant. So, yeah, they wait until they're nuptial to do anything. And they're expected to have one partner. Mono pair. Because that is, if you look at how termites work, that's what they do as well. Like I said, with bees and some ants and stuff, their version of insectoid life, they go around going for as many drones as possible. Queens will bang dozens of dudes to get as much semen as she can, so that when she goes back to the hive, she can start pumping out workers for the next 20 years. Easy. Termites, on the other hand, how do you keep fucking cooking? What did I do? You're welcome. I hope it smells nice. But with termites, what they do on their nuptial flight is they find one termite partner for life. They latch onto the motherfucker, and then they do what's called, I think it was called like a nuptial walk, where they... God damn it, Radiant. Well, I mean, they do a bonding for life situation, basically. And it's really cute. Apparently they do like a little dance with each other. They actually, like, twirl around each other. I say you cook his first room and now bug me. Radiant's over here fucking fiending, dude. He's out here fucking sweating. Someone help this man. But, yeah. Apparently they do these cute little, like, dances. They'll twirl around each other. They'll, like, preen each other. They'll sniff each other a lot. They'll pap each other with their little antenna. They just do this little, they have a little mating ritual, a little court ritual. It's really fucking cute. When they eventually go, hey, I think you're cool. You smell like a good pair for me. You smell like a good partner. They actually lose their wings. The wings drop off their bodies, and then they go underground and they start pumping out kids. Radiant. Damn, Radiant's horn Aphia. First Roman, then my gargoyles, now the bugs. To be fair, I really like how I designed my gargoyle. The gargoyles I will be working on next, because while I'm working on the actual webcomic for it, I saw that on YouTube where moths will do the same. Aww. They'll dance and they're locked for a bit, then separate, but if captivity, it's more harder to do. Oh yeah, that's right. Moths, if they're in captivity, they can't uncouple. The dude just does not know how to let go of the girl. And she's like, hey man, I'm trying to lay these eggs. And he's like, penis got stuck. I don't know. Like, moths in captivity are fucking tragedies. Someone help them. But yeah, that's basically how termites work. So that's what's expected of the culture as well. They expect you to hold off and not really do anything with any other motherfucker. And if you associate yourself with a worker from another family or a soldier, especially romantically, you're basically dooming your family. Unless you're like a child of 10 and you're at the bottom rung. By do that mean drawing their what? I'm doing gargoyles next. Can I join you? No, I mean I'm drawing what they look like. That's what this is. I have this as a sketch. I've been thinking about gargoyle physiology as well as culture as well, but it's not going to be as... What's the word? I saw a lady got her hand covered in... Oh, how could something so small be that chaotic? Oh no, ew. Moths pooping their eggs. Yeah, they do. Yeah, moths are gross. I know what you're talking about. I have seen videos about that. Moths are... Oh yeah, not their eggs, they're cocoons. Moths are gross. Where am I? Here I am. But yeah, I will be working on the gargoyle stuff next. Not as hardcore or extensive as I do for some of this stuff. Literally, and yeah, my bad. No, you're good. It's not your fault the moth pooped all over the lady. I don't see no pee-pee on that. That ain't full appearance. You're missing something. No, I can't. Brian, are you trying to get me banned off of twitch.com/TV? Are you trying to get me banned off of the twitch.tv/DeadmanDracula? Also, that's what Picardo's for. That's where I go draw the peepees. That's actually where I drew the dickles I shared last week. Last week I did not stream on Twitch. I streamed on Picardo and we drew bug ticks. And I drew the semen, and it was very fun because I just love drawing it. It's so fucking, like, fun. Unironically, it's really fun to draw. I don't know why. So yeah, for a partner, you're expected to only have one, you get married to them, and you form a monogamous pair for the rest of your life. As an elate. And that is what you are expected. Romance! They are actually very romantic. They're very sweet. If you did get banned, you'd actually stream on Picardo. You're right. If they banned me on Twitch permanently, I would be moving at all of you motherfuckers. I'd be like, hey, you wanna come to Picardo? Waves titties in front of you. I can draw nipples uncensored. Waves another dick in front of you. Look what I can draw. I don't have to worry. Exactly. I will say Picardo is mainly for art. Mainly. But it does have a gaming category, but it's not like Twitch, where it's like, oh, games, here's a list of literally all of them. It's like, art, gaming, that's the categories. So, the categories are a bit different, but it's fucking fine. But you can stream games. I will let you know on that. You can stream games at Picardo. It is mostly for not safe for work art. That's what I use it for. So, romance. Romance. They are very romantic. They like nuzzling. They love nuzzles. I came up with this little thing that they do. Let's go over here. Where you can see they have these, little... What are they called? Not tendrils. Mandibles. They have mandibles on the sides of their face. Now, these mandibles they use for clicking. Early in their development, they use them for helping to tear up their food. Because the mushrooms that they eat are actually really fucking thick. Yeah, tusks. Mandibles is probably more accurate, but tusk is also a good word. But they use those. They're very sensitive. And they use them to nuzzle each other. It's very cute. So they rub their little cheeks together a lot. And they're like, hey. It's a nice, pleasant sensation. They don't really kiss like we do. So, like, Desmond, how was your day? Uh-oh. Good. Why are you wording it that way, Dread? What am I supposed to be worried about, Dread? Buddy? I'm scared. Call the cops. Teehee. Don't worry about it. Faye! Faye, don't listen to her. She's evil. She's being evil. Babe. Babe. Dread's scaring me. She said, so like Desmond, how is your day? How's the weather? How's the husband? How are things? Teehee. Don't worry about it. I'm being invested in my friend's well-being. Why is this suddenly malicious? I don't know, Dread. Why the fuck is it suddenly malicious, huh? What are you doing? What are you planning? What if you got up your little fucking tanuki sleeves? Like, damn, dude. Desmond, come help me. I'm being held by gunpoint. Me, help. Dread's gonna hurt me. I saw something up here. Yeah, cute buggies. Yeah, so that's like a type of kissing. Yes. So it's hard for them to really kiss each other because, you know, if fucking mandibles are in the way. But they will occasionally boop noses, boop mouths, but they don't like full-on kiss like we do because their mouths aren't as malleable as ours. Ours are squishy little marshmallow pillows, while their mouths are made out of like a chitinous material. It's malleable, but it's not like squishy like ours is. Yes, I'm mushing my own lips. Sorry, Oscar. So what their equation of kissing would be to rub the mandibles together, like really cute nuzzles. And also rubbing antennas together, because that's how they get to know each other. That's how they, like, smell each other, basically. So, you know, locking antennas, rubbing cheeks, that's how they kiss, basically. So, yes, they're very romantic. They do cheek nuzzles. Cheek nuzzles. I think I could just call it nuzzling. They nuzzle the antenna. And for elates, this is really nice because, so like PDA. I guess. I guess I'll go off. Like, fine, guess I'll go off. Uh-oh. How have the first parts of your 24 hours of life been? Great! Why are you wording it that way? They're not as flexible as ours. It says it's all squishing Leon's. Whoa! Am I gonna be squishing his... Anyway. No, I was mushing my own lips. I was like... Oh. Oh, that's what you meant. Oh. I'm not gonna repeat what you said. But you're right. Stop it. Anyway. Yeah, they're very romantic. They nuzzle. They use their antenna. Like I said, with the elates, they love that shit because they have these little fluffy fuckers on their antenna, and the fluff helps pick up hormones. So the fluff is kind of like a natural musk releaser, basically. It tells them what they smell like. Same thing with the fluff on their chest. They like nuzzling into the fluff. Radiant would be too horn for Twitch. Yeah, Radiant needs to go to fucking... Radiant needs to go to Picardo with the rest of us. I love calling people out. No, you're not calling me out. That's just really obvious. But, yeah, these guys have the fluffies, and the fluffies go to horn jail. Go to horn jail! Bop. Bonk with hammer. What's the squeaky hammer. So, they love that stuff. They love antenna rubs and cheek nuzzles. picks up sense. I'll have to figure out more stuff on romance later. Marriage, obviously, they're expected to be married. Yeah, they're expected to marry. Another L8. They cannot, let's see, of different sex. L8s are actually considered really bad if they go for someone who is not.
Wait a minute.
Oh.
Who are you? Hi, New. I'm Dad. Thank you for the pet.
Dread, why do you look sad? Dread, why are you sad? Dread, thank you for the pet. Dread, why are you sad? Thank you for the sip. Why are you sad? Why are you frumping? Why are you grumping and frumping? Also, I saw what you sent me. Thank you. You run it by Leon. He's the DM, technically. Ah, water. Yummy. I was accused of trying to terrorize my friend, and I was just asking how he is. I'm okay. I'm good. I'm just... I'm sorry. You're a little sneaky. You're a little sneaky sneak. You're a little sneak thief. I don't trust those tiny hands sometimes. Those tiny hands are up to evil. Do the wasps have kinks? They're not wasps, they're termites. I already threw things at you. That's true, you did. My pockets are empty! Are you sure? Open them pockets, Dread! Are they empty? Actually, please don't. Wait, no, termites. Yeah, they're termites. And I'm sure they have kinks. I'd have to think about it. Sorry, I was thinking of a friend. Wait. You could have just been thinking of these guys. I have another insect race. Hold on, I can find them. I have these guys. I have wasps. But the ones I was working on the most were the bees. Now, these guys are like fantasy bugs. And I don't really fuck with them as much as I do the others. There's the ants. These are the guys with the 3 sexes. These are the queens, which are fertile females, drones, which are fertile males, and then workers, which are infertile females. Those are considered 3 different sexes, and you're also considered a different class. I mean, if you empty out my buckets, I got my slingshot, my friendship bracelets, my gum, my mints, pictures of my husband, aww, my phone, my ultra rare super cool Pokemon cards. Oh shit, let me see. Some trail mix, a brush, glasses cleaner. Why is Dread's just like pulling shit out of her pockets, throwing it on the table. This is all I have. No, wait, she's also super sad. This is all I have. This knife, this pocket lid, my glasses, some guy's keys to his car. My trail mix. My gum. Dread, you're so cute. Oh yeah, here's my Pokemon card. Here's my One Piece deck. Random remote I stole. My little... Oh my god. More pictures of my husband. Dread, I care you a lot. You're fucking cute. You're silly as fuck. Okay. Let me turn the Kolbesh back on. There we go. Yeah, I married him in November. Yeah, it's gay as fuck. It's really cute. Yeah, gay. It's Torture Desmond Day. Wait! Don't torture me! I'm just a boy. Come on. So, yeah, anyway, back on topic. Elates are expected to marry another elate of a different sex. If they do not, they are in trouble. Because, yeah, no. You're in trouble because you have to, you know, have the babies. If you don't, you're a shithead, basically. But the elates are the only ones who are held up to these standards. I will do familial? I'll do familial structure here in a minute. We'll finish with this. My way of torturing Desmond is being super horny for their characters and races, inadvertently giving them ways to flesh out that lore. I mean, it does help. It fleshes out my stuff. You are correct, because you ask questions where I have to sit here and go, fuck, I don't know, do they? That's how it works, man. So that is how the elates have to deal with it. They are considered your standard medieval court drama of nobles, where it's like, oh yes, Pomfrey is marrying Barwillow next month. I heard they're not very good match, but it's whatever. You know, shit like that. It's it's the 1200s, and they're doing it. Well, I guess the 1600s is a better term. It's the 1600s, it's the Tudor era, and these motherfuckers are playing fucking... They're playing court matchmakers. Anyway, they're having historical romance dramas, basically. Now, soldiers. I would like to think soldiers and workers have the exact same... Oh no, how do I write and? Oh no, I forgot. Oh no! Am I okay? I'm not okay. Alright, so I feel like soldiers and workers have a similar ethic when it comes to courtship, partners, romance, marriage, all that shit. But it's going to be different than elates. So, courtship. Now, the way this stuff works, and the way I've been doing this, the elates are the ones that set the bar for everything. So, like I said, could a soldier and a worker get together? Yes. Oh, hi there, new person. I'm the guy who questions lore a lot, new person. Oh, that's nice. Does it help? Yeah. Oh, how? How do you come up with the questions? With the power of horny. But, as I've said before, the elates are basically like the template, the cultural template, as it were. So a lot of the ranks below them start following in their example. Just like how elates and queen females, they have a feminine frame. Now, I normally don't do this, especially with bugs, but I gave the elate females a more feminine frame compared to the males, even if they're soldiers or workers, and that's because the females all share the same basic template as a nymph. So when they're born a nymph, they all follow that template of body structure. If they're born a female nymph, they all follow the same body structure. So if you see a female, they're going to have rounder breast plating. That has to do with how the queen develops. She actually does have boobs, as you can see. These are a darker brown compared to this, and that's because she does not have plating there. It's actually for nourishment for babies. I'll actually win at least once in my life. What do you mean? Oh, I make up situations I win in my shower. What about it? Hey, at least you're winning somewhere. You got this, buddy. But yeah, so they actually do have breasts, and she has huge hips to push out all the eggs because she has to have a lot. Meaning the elate females have those breast shapes, those breastplates that will eventually come off if she gets big enough. Same thing with these plates. These plates will actually squish up into her just a bit more, as you can see here. The plates push up so that she can have room for bibbies. And she has the wider hips than the males because she needs to push out the eggs. Now, because these females all have the same template, I gave them the same template for every sex. So you can tell the slight difference between males and females. Same with the workers. Males, females. There we go. So, while the elates give a fuck about whether or not you're with someone of a different sex, soldiers and workers not so much. They don't give a fuck. Like inside shitted booba shell. Oh, don't lick that. Don't lick that. What if there was a nymph that couldn't produce an heir but only workers and soldiers? I'm assuming you mean an elate, because a nymph is a baby. Elates, I'm sure that's happened. I'm sure there's been situations where an elate will go out with a pair, with a partner, and then they will just never have an elate, and they're like, oh my god, we're fucked. I'm sure that's happened, and that would be considered some sort of infertility. Not in the way we would consider infertility, because, you know, if you're infertile, you're not having any kids, but you would be considered some sort of quote-unquote infertile if you're only having infertile offspring. No, you're good. I understand, Pixel. There's a lot of terms for insects. But yeah, I think your family would be considered doomed if you can't have an elate. And they might actually try, I don't know if it would work, but they could try adoption. But at that point, like, the Kobesh society is so protective of their elates, I don't know if they'd have any elates to give up. I mean, someone did mention, like, an elate that, like, ran away. Maybe they could possibly become heir. Like, let's say an elate did something so fucking egregious, they just got kicked out of their home. No licking booba shell. No licking the booba shell. Radiant, please don't lick the booba shell. Not from the inside, that's weird. But yeah, I could see it, people being like, oh yeah, you know, your house is plagued because you're not having any elates. Did you piss off the gods? Like, what happened? I could definitely see that being a point of contention for a family. Because I'm sure it's happened. You can't always roll that dice and get an elate from a clutch. That's just not how it works. So sometimes, yeah, I think it's a little rare, but it has happened, and it's been sad. So courtship, partners, romance, and mirage. So, as soldiers and workers, there are a lot less stringent rules when it comes to it. Elates have to play by this fine little dance, and they have to do this courtly dance to appease both their families as well as the other elates, because obviously elates are going to be hanging out together. They're treating themselves like their own, like, I don't know, caste or hierarchy. When the reality is the queen is stressed and not eating well enough for a clutch to have the potential of an elate or something. I just made this up. It could be that. There could be various situations on why an elate isn't being produced. It could be stress, it could be malnutrition, it could just be straight up some sort of infertility for the eggs. Or it could be something wrong with the elate male, the king. There could be something wrong with the king. He could be unable to produce fertile eggs. Who knows? But I'm sure it has happened. So yeah, soldiers and workers, their relationships are not nearly as held tight.
You want ice cream?
Oh shit.
What do you want?
Whoa.
What do you want?
Leon's being cute. Infertilis elatus. So for soldiers and workers, I'm sure they follow similar courtship like rituals.
Miss Bubbles!
Hi! Welcome in. Thank you for the pet. I hope you're doing good. I hope you don't redeem Hi I'm New or I'll cry, because I know who you are. I know you very well, Miss Bubbles. Don't do it. Oh, my nose itches. Hold on. I'm eating a grape. Yes. You're not. No. Oh. Oh, God, I wish I had AR kit. Oh, I wish you guys saw that. Oh, I felt my face scrunch up. Oh my God, that grape was so tart. The other grapes have just been a little tart, but like mostly sweet. That one was, like sucking on a lemon, dude. I'm okay. Anyway, Soldier of the Workers. Courtship. They would follow a lot of the L8, like, courtship rituals. Yeah, follows courtship rituals. Which probably involves, like, presents. Because when courting, courtship is what happens, but like right before marriage. It's how to see if you're compatible, basically. I will have to come up with a few of them, like a few rituals. Actually, let's look that up.
Let's look up some courtship, huh?
Courtship display! Oh, it's apparently something animals do, obviously. Courtship display is what it's called for animals, but I want to try and figure out... I don't care about the bird. But yeah, I'm sure they'd bring them, like, gifts made by their family. I'm sure they would... this is not... Oh, it's not here. Damn it! Whatever, I'll just close that out. I don't know if they do that. I don't know if they do dances. Oh, they might have, like, balls and stuff, like... Presents. Dancing. Writing letters. They would probably love writing letters. Now, as partners, they are not as expected to keep up with what the Elates do, such as, waiting for until you're married, expecting to be a monogamous pair, but they usually follow the template because it's just part of the culture that's been passed down to them. Ben here was just chillin'. Yeah, Pyrian's been here just chillin'. So they usually find... They usually also find a partner to mono-pair with. Just because that's how, the Elates run it. Now, like I said, it's a little more loose, and they probably aren't expected to stick with someone forever like the Elates are. If it just doesn't end up working out, they can't just, like, have to stick it out like the Elates do. They could probably be like, no, I'm done, and then go find someone else. But I do feel like the culture bleeds down. Same thing with romance. They also love the nuzzles and the antennas. They don't get the same benefits as... I wonder if there's a sickness in the species that can make them gay? No! There is not a sickness that makes them gay. They're just gay sometimes! How about that? Now, like I said, the Elates are expected to not do that. The Elates are not allowed to be gay. At all. But soldiers and workers, they don't give a single fuck. So romance. They don't probably... They're not expected to get married. Oh, they're just gay. Yeah, they're just gay. So, these guys are not expected to wait until marriage, because there's no fucking reason. They're all infertile. But they also love, they're also romantic, they also nuzzle. They probably don't do the antenna thing as much, but they do still like to pick up on scent with their antennas. But that's because they don't have the fur that, like, flares out the hormones, or the scent, I guess, of their bodies, like the Elates do. Let me do this. Because my handwriting is kind of... Well, my handwriting is okay. It's just, I'm a lefty, so everything just starts doing this. Gay L8. Man, we have to make another clutch. I'm supposed to spend more time with my bodyguard. Fine, whatever. Let's just get this over with. Fine, fuck. Well, he would actually have... His bodyguard would probably be his brother or sister, but I could definitely see an L8 being like, oh man, my wife's bodyguard is real hot. He's... Oh, hey there. Babe. Honey, Leon, sweetie. Leon's over there singing, I wanna kiss you on the lips. That's the cutest shit. Hi, honey. You're so sweet. A late secret forbidden love comic. Hey, fuck you, I'm already writing that. But no, I could definitely see him, like... I could definitely see an L8 being like, oh, my wife's bodyguard, he's a... Oh, hey there. I'm sure that's happened. I'm sure that's common. I'm sure a lot of L8s...
Bye! Hi, bye! Welcome in! I hope you're doing good, and thank you for the pet.
I love writing shit like that, but in the L8 has no idea he's gay. He just keeps making excuses for himself. I can see that. He's like, oh man, no, I just really like soldiers. I just really like seeing them work. Especially that one. I wanna smooch him. I'm gonna kiss you on the lips. How about that? Hey, babe. I'm gonna kiss you on the lips. Hey, Cecil! Where are you? I need to taunt you. Cecil, I'm gonna kiss your dad! I don't know where he is. He left. But yeah, they are not expected to wait until marriage because, like I said, it doesn't matter.
They also do nuzzles and antennas, and they pick up nonsense.
Now, marriage. They're not expected to. But they still do. So they still like to do the ceremony. It's still fun for them, I'm sure, because like I said, those cultural signifiers and rituals bleed down into the lower rungs of their society. Even though they're infertile, they don't care. They're like, hey, it's a marriage, it's fun. So,
that's what that is.
Now, as far as familial structure goes, let's go through there, since we covered those. Family structure. We already covered family structure. Your family is your 200 to 300 brothers and sisters that are either elites, soldiers, or workers. Okay. I got a kiss on the lips, guys. I can imagine a Karen L8 that's just there for the treats.
I'm here for the dessert.
Ugh. So, family structure, we already have those written down. Has to do with the king and queen, which is mom and dad. And then their kids. The elites are considered the kids. Like the direct kids. And the king and queen and the elites, which is usually a family of 4 to 5, maybe 6 on average, that is considered the nuclear part of the family. And then they end up, like I said, having a fuck ton of soldiers and workers. So that's the familial family structure. The familial roles we've already written down, they're up there. Genders, usually like us, they have the concept of man and woman. Um, I don't know how they would do with non-binary. I think with elates, any trans anything would be really not well received. Here, let's write this down. So family structure, familial roles, we've already written it down. So, you know, king and queen, mom and dad, whatever. King and mom. King and queen. I'll write all that shit later. So, genders, we're gonna do that now. Yeah, I don't think they would let elates play with their gender at all. If they do, if, like, let's say there's an elate saying, I'm a lady, actually, go fuck yourself. And they go, okay, but you're still expected to do your duty. They might just humor the elate, as fucked as that is. I can just imagine spoiled Karens be even more spoiled with 2/3 of the child versions being slaves. Literally! Not even 2/3. It's like 98% of your siblings are your servants. It's like, oh, that's fucked. Ah! Oof. Ow.
Hi, Lando!
How are you? Also, yeah, for familial roles, king and queen are mother and father to the elates. They don't handle anyone else. Elates are the direct descendants. Offspring, I guess. And are considered the future. For generations. Just finished an audition rehearsal. Nice! Hell yeah! Let's fucking go! Soldiers are lesser offspring, as fuck as that is. Like I said, I'm not here to make a morally correct people. No, but saying a possibility is 2/3 of them are slaves. Yeah, pretty much. Like I said, I'm not here to write happy utopian fantasies sometimes. I'm just going off of how the bugs work. And how I would interpret how it works. So soldiers are lesser offspring meant to protect the family. The nuclear family, specifically. We need contradictions sometimes. Sometimes. And then workers are lesser offspring meant to do the labor. Now, as much as it sounds terrible, at least to us, especially to me, I'm like, wow, where am I writing this? This is awful. For them, it wouldn't sound nearly as bad. For the sole purpose of this is just how some eusocial insect roles work. This is the only way they can really work. I'm a clown whose happy mask forced him to be happy. Things happen. I kill a kid and I can't grieve because, you know, happy mask my education is toast normal. That's actually pretty interesting, Lindo. Burpy burp. But yeah, as fucked as this sounds to us, for the sake of the story and the sake of the culture, it's just how it works because of how they are born. Because that's how insects work. About 80% is made of infertile worker, male or female. That's just how termites are, baby. So, as much as, like I said, it sounds kind of fucky, it's... I'll kiss you on the lips. Leon's being cute. My SCP-OC has gone asexual from seeing people trying to break an SCP-147 containment. They're like, I don't want that. But, Yeah, basically, I'm not here to judge or say what's good or bad. It's just different. Because it's a culture that is not natural to human culture, basically. And it's just always fun to explore that kind of shit for me. As opposed to me. So, as far as genders go, they have a masculine gender. Well, to be fair, they don't really think about gender the way we do. So when we think of gender, we think male, female, masculine, feminine, hard, soft, whatever. You know, stereotype box 1, stereotype box 2. That's typically how it goes. What, babe? I didn't hear you. Did you just say you're always hard? He made a funny face at me. So when they think of gender, they don't think of that kind of stuff. So this is gonna be a little hard. Yeah. Leon's always hard. How am I gonna do this? Cause the way it works is that, yes, they differentiate between genders. So there is a female, woman, feminine gender. That's your job to help with. Meh. So there's genders, there's women and man. And I'm sure there are some non-binary situations. But like I said, they perceive it differently. So when they think woman and man, they don't think in terms of woman soft, have boob, long hair, smell like perfume, whatever. Like, the stereotypes that you associate with a woman. She's wearing makeup, you know, shit like that. And then men, I don't know, they wear khakis. They usually have beards, they're taller, they're typically more muscular, shit like that. Like, stereotypes in the box. They don't do that with gender. They do that with their hierarchy. So while they do technically have gender, they don't really differentiate it. So if you're a worker female or a worker male, they don't really look at you and go, you know, I'm differentiating you between your genders. They're not doing that. They're differentiating them between the soldiers and the elites. So they don't put an emphasis on gender as much as we do. They put an emphasis on their role. Now, they do have pronouns in their language, but I don't know if they have the same amount of pronouns as we do. I know in ours we have standard he, she, they, we, I. But in other languages, such as, like, Japanese, they have, like, 5 different ways, maybe even 10, to say I, which is, watashi, watakushi, atashi, boku, ore. There's other different ways to say it. You can say you in a bunch of different ways. Kimi, anata, anta, kisama, shit like that. You'll not get that because it's SCP related only. My OC is the subdivision research thaumaturgical engineering, and just as a side monitor with a security camera, and just presses a button. Uh-oh. And goes back to what they were doing. Cute. So, when we get to their conlang, I will be working with that. And I think they might differentiate pronouns based on hierarchy. So, just like in Japanese, where they look at you, and if you're in a higher position of them, they will say a different pronoun for themselves. Like if they're meeting the president, instead of watashi, they will say watakushi, which is like a really respectful way to greet someone. So they might have something like that, where they'll have like good, like, pronouns that denote themselves as lower or higher, depending.
Hi, Pixel.
Now, I've done this before. I did this with the Trakovish, my underlings, and that's because they also had a pretty rigid hierarchical system, but I am going to be going a little differently here. So the elites are not expected to go gender anything. Late women are probably going to have to stay women. Or at the very least, they're going to have to denote that they are female so that they get partnered with an elate male. They can still say, hey, I feel like a man, but first and foremost, they are expected to do their duties. And their gender pick, their gender role is secondary, sadly. Once again, though, soldiers and workers, they don't give nearly as much of a fuck. So, for genders, elates are not as, I guess, open-minded to anyone who is trans. Yes, darling? Omni Tank! I'm very proud of you, darling. Thaumaturgical engineering is basically belief becoming real in certain areas because of Akiva radiation. Oh, cool. Oh god, I have to sneeze. This pollen, help me. It's not coming out. So, if an elate is trans or non-binary, it's a secondary thing. Because their duty is to get married and have babies. Now, some elates don't give as much of a fuck as long as they do what they're supposed to, but they... yeah. Big words I read up on and it took notes. It's not real, I'm just a nerd. Fair. So, workers and soldiers are allowed to explore their gender a lot more freely because they're infertile, and their culture isn't nearly as harsh about propagation of their species. That side of the culture, at least. So let's say you are born a worker male, and later on in your life, you're like, no, I feel more like a lady. They'll be like, okay, cool, and they'll expect you to dress the part, and then that's about it. Because the way you express your gender role in most societies is to dress the part. That's typically how you did it. For thousands of years, honestly. That's what Native Americans did. They still do to this day, actually. That's what Indians do. That's actually what the Hydra do as well. They have a third sex that is considered, you know, like, third gender. They are biological men who are expected to dress as women to kind of, like, cross that boundary and make, like, a third thing. And they're usually for, like, religious ceremonies. I know a lot of them are actually expected to take part in a service where they, like, what's it called? They have to marry, they symbolically marry a god, a fire god. It's really interesting. Oh, Walmart shopping bag? Other? Radiant. Oh no. But yeah, soldiers and workers have a lot more freedom. To explore. So, just like most cultures, gender is performative. That is just how it works. Which is what I explained with the whole clothing thing. So, for them, it's performative. Hold on, let me write this down. And they expect you to take on the demure or the clothing of the different genders, but they don't have as much of an emphasis on different clothing for soldiers and workers. They just switch words. We gotta go by you lovelies. Of course! Thank you for hanging out, Pixel. By making my own magic system using belief as a way to gain power. No, not belief in a god. Self-confidence and confidence from others. Oh, that's cool. You get magic. So it's performative, and you typically just wear the clothing and the accessories expected of your gender. Also hair. Hair as well. They do have very lovely hairstyles that they can work with. They don't have access to anything that would help them shape their bodies. So if you're a trans woman, you will probably not have padded hips, because there aren't really, like, hormones to, like, change any of that. Also, once you're done molting, your body is structured that way, but they don't really care about that. They don't really put too much stock in, like, your body shape, in terms of what you look like. Now, some will, surgically... I'm sure some will surgically cut their antenna. Also, they don't really have to worry about vocal training either. They all sound pretty similar. I'm sure females sound a little higher pitched, but not by much. They all have roughly the same, at least when it comes to workers and soldiers, they all have roughly the same structure. And I put that idea of magic from confidence, but that kind of magic is powerful, and I'm just letting that play out in my mind. They're having a religion war. Excellent. But yeah, let's say this worker is a trans woman, and she wants to show that she is of another gender. She will surgically have these removed. It's probably very painful, because you are clipping part of your antenna. She has the exact same facial structure as a biological female, so it's like, what the fuck are we changing? Maybe there's a bit of chiseling, actually, now that I think about it, because females do have, like, slightly softer appendages, so maybe they could actually do slight chiseling on the chitin of the jaw? So let's say she goes in, and they take a tool, and they chisel at the chitin of the jaw to kind of, like, make it smoother, like that, maybe. The magic type is random, but parents tell their kids it starts giving you what your soul wants. That's fair. Okay, so yeah, maybe she'll do that. Maybe she'll do the same thing on the pectoral, or the pectoral area. Maybe they will, have this chiseled out a little bit to, like, round it just a bit. Medic! They give it a sippy, snacky, and stretchy! I'm just going over what my bugs could do to simulate transition. Because we're discussing gender real quick. She could also probably have this chiseled just a bit to come down. Because they do have chitin that can be molded. Maybe she has this not cut in as much. Maybe she shapes this. Let's do this. And then she has maybe some chiseling to kind of pull it up a little here. Just a bit, just to reshape it a little. And then as far as hips go, maybe she wears padding. But I don't think they worry about that too much. Now that story has gone too far. It's gone through so many generations. Even adults think it's real. That's fair. And that's another piece of belief that they could work with. Let me get a sippy, snacky, and a stretchy. Ow! 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 I stretched really hard and I popped a lot of shit. It felt nice. Ow! Medic, it's not actual pain. I'm okay. I will be right back though, so give me just a second. What are y'all whippersnappers doing in here? Ha! Rip Dimsum. Hey!
I just
Oh, wrong tab.
had a pee. I drank a lot of water. I'm back though.
Alright, let me get my glove back on. Ooh, there we go. I am back, and I am here to yell more about trans bugs. Does this one have YouTube and Discord commands? I forcord. I do. They're right there. Okay. Oh, gross. Back to the topic at hand. Gross. I keep burping. Help. Okay, so basically this would be the best way they could emulate how they feel. Biological females, I'm not sure how they would go about it themselves. Maybe they have like an aesthetic like antenna attachment to the end of their antenna to make them look more masculine. Maybe they chisel their chitin to be a little more angled and flatter. Who knows? You can still kind of tell, but at the end of the day, it's not that big a deal. They don't give nearly as much of a fuck as, you know, as most people. So, they wouldn't really be expected to change their bodies that way. If they do, it's just because it's an aesthetic choice. What they would mostly be expected is, you know, look the part, wear the clothes. So that's how they would approach gender for these guys. The elates, like I said, if they want to do that, it's an iffy situation for the other elates. But soldiers and workers don't give a fuck. They're like, yeah, go for it, who cares? You see the previous message about the kid story. I did not. Well, I might have. Hold on. Yeah, no, I figured. The shit's made up, but now that they've, thinking about it, they believe in it, so it's true now. When someone gets something like flesh bending or blood conjuration, they're ostracized. Oh, well, that's sad. Ooh. Also,
Don't tell anyone I'm eating a grape. Huh! I got booped on the nose.
connect the dots and think why. Probably because that's just scary. At least I would think that's scary. But yeah, you guys gave me too much water. I had to go to the little battler's room. Speaking of, there we go. I got my water and snack from Medink. No, no, no! Medic redeemed it earlier. I didn't get it. I didn't get it. No, Medic redeemed it a bit ago, so.
It wasn't illegal! It wasn't! Sugar school!
Alrighty, so gender roles. Once again, they don't really have gender roles. So gender roles are minimal.
Thank you for that, Pat.
So gender roles are minimal. They look more at your caste. Because they all basically share the same body structure. They have the same amount of strengths and weaknesses. They have roughly the same size of hands. Stuff like that. I'm pretty sure no one's soul wants flesh bending or blood conjuration because they believe they do. They're ostracized for being evil. Yeah, that's sad. Let's see. Yeah, roles are minimal. They look more at your caste for what your role is. And then for elates, your role is crucial. because you are expected to show off what your gender is, or technically your biosex, in order to go get someone who is of the opposite so you can have babies. There we go. So for elates, the role is crucial and is frowned upon for elates to stray from it. So as much as it sounds like the elates and the king or queen are like the true nuclear family and that they have so much privilege, that is true. But the elates also have to deal with a lot of scrutiny and a lot of their life being controlled. So that's a thing. Meanwhile, soldiers and workers are considered the lesser offspring, but they also have a lot more freedoms because they're not being watched and scrutinized by the king and queen because there are no social pressures on them to continue the family line. So it's a give and take. It's definitely toxic on both avenues, but there's pros and cons to all of it.
Sexualities.
They don't really put stakes in sexualities like we do, especially since they didn't have to go through... Let me do this, hold on. So, elates are direct kids, soldiers and workers are lesser offspring. Lesser kids. And workers. And servants to the house.
Hi, Medbank. Why are you taking notes?
But the way they handle sexuality is... Oh god, sneezing. My headcanon is every column of workers has a relieving person that everyone uses. Hey, Radiant, are you sure you're not just putting yourself in that fantasy? Are you sure you... Thank you, Junker's Go. I did have a sneezies. It's pollen season! I'm sneezy! Maybe? Yeah, that's what I fucking thought. Maybe not. Radiant, go look at the dicks again and tell me with your whole chest that that's not what you're thinking about. But no, they don't have people that they just go dump on. I just hear it's the what is it? The meme of Skeletor where he's like unzips. The adorable Bat Butler's face is exploded. Yeah, no, I've sneezed quite a bit. So the way we approach sexuality is through the lens of the LGBT culture, because that's what we have. Because the LGBT came out as a community because we did a lot of pushback, I believe it was in the 50s, as a bunch of riots to say, hey, fuck you, we want equal rights. Now, there's been a lot of back and forth on queer and LGBT issues for thousands of years, but the most recent that affects our culture to this day is the alphabet soup. I'll scare you for calling me out, not in the good way. No, but I bet you want all the Kobesh to do it. I'm sorry, Radiant. I'm savage today. But yeah, there's a reason we have all that, and that's because it's a part of our culture in the Western world. However, they never had to deal with that. They never had to deal with that kind of culture, so the way they look at sexuality is a bit different. Once again, with elates, they don't really think about sexuality as a thing that you can be. The Kobesh. Oh, Kobesh. Q-O-B-E-S-H. Kobesh. That is the name of the bugs. That is the race's name. Kobesh.
That is what they call themselves. Kobesh.
Oh, yeah. To be fair, I haven't really been saying it much, but I'm gonna start. So for sexualities, they, like I said, they don't really think about it that much. For the elates, they think about it in terms of doing your duty and not doing your duty. Easy enough to say with my mouth full. Whole bush. It does sound like you're talking with your cheeks full. So for the elates, it's about duty. No matter what your preferences are. So if you only find yourself attracted to dudes, and you're a dude, they will sadly be like, it's tough shit, Junior, you're gonna have to bone a lady. And it's like, well, fuck me, I don't want to. So it is very stifling as an elate when it comes to sexual exploration. As far as, once again, soldiers and workers, they don't really care. Yeah, they usually have sexual freedom. And they are actually encouraged. Whoopsies. There we go. They're encouraged to find a mate amongst each other. So let's say there's a hovel, let's say a little town of about 20 families living together, hanging out, trading with each other, trading, you know, being friends, hanging out. And a couple of soldiers have started patrolling together from different families. 2 soldiers have started liking each other. Kolbesh, believing person for hire, right here. Also, romance and sexual relief are 2 different things. They don't consider, like, that kind of stuff the same thing. They will typically just go with one person if they are romantically involved, but they don't have to be romantically involved to have casual sex, so that's a thing. In fact, I'm sure there's plenty of workers who have found other workers and been like, hey, you want to go blow off some steam? Like, it's just a thing that happens. So yeah, I'm sure there's, like, soldiers out there who have, like, from 3 or 4 families that have ended up on the same patrol. 1 or 2 started having feelings for the other, things progress from there, and then they get together. It doesn't matter what their gender is, they're just like, yay, you did it, soldier, you're with each other, good job. And they encourage that. The elates encourage it because they don't want soldiers and workers distracting the elates. Because sometimes there will be those situations where an elate will be like, my elate friend's bodyguard over there is pretty hot, actually. I need to, wow, your brother's hot. You know, like, that's just how it goes sometimes. So they're like, hey man, can we not do that? Don't distract the elates. Go with your own. You know, that's how they do it. Soldiers and workers can get together. A soldier and a worker can definitely bump uglies if they want. The elates are off limits. They cannot touch elates. Hey, I'm gonna go blow off some steam. The entire colony of Kobesh workers looking confused and a little worried. Like, what does that mean? Why is he looking at us like that? Why is he looking at us like that, actually? So, elates are forbidden from being with anything other than an elate. There we go. Opposite sex. Fun fact. I have been designing some Kobesh story ideas. And it's actually helped me flesh out a few cultural ideas as well. And one of the cultural ideas is that they prize medics over anything else. These guys probably have to contend with a lot of vicious diseases on their planet, and medics.
Libby, thank you for the pet. And the water. Thank you.
Oh, you're not streaming anymore.
I will close out the tab.
For now. Or I guess I could leave it up because we know who it is. But where was I? Right. Yeah, I made it to the first bell. Nice. That's called a boner, my friend. Whoa! Whoa! Welcome in, Blip. I saw you over there earlier, giving me redeems even though you were streaming, and I was like, boop! Oh, let me stretch my ankle real quick. Ah! My ankle! I popped it. Felt really nice. There we go. Okay, so... The boner comment was from my previous comment. Oh. Oh. Oh, I see. They shouldn't be like that! Where are all your ridges? It looks diseased! Right, we were talking about diseases. So I think the Kobesh are actually very aware of certain diseases that they could deal with. And they prize medics over everything else. Because getting into that profession is pretty difficult. But they do have medics. They have on-site healers. How about you give them BDD? Big dick. I don't know what that means. Big dick disease. God damn it. I knew it was big dick something though. I fucking called you out here. But yeah, they prize medics over everything else. And I've started coming up with a little story where obviously these guys are having to deal with humanity, humans deciding to drop in and ruin their planet and ruin their life and ruin their way of living. But there are a few medic tents of humans that have actually been set up, and they're just trying to save lives. They're saving as many human and Kobesh lives as they can. And as a result, this has made the Kobesh actually, like, really appreciative of medics even more now. Maybe and have them ruin the humans. No. Radiant, what is it with you and big dicks? Also, hold on. Give me a second. Okay, they'd be about 9 to 10 inches. Average. Average. 9 to 10 inches average. If you want them more well-endowed, 12, 13 inches. Average, yes. 8, 9 inches. Average. I just did a measurement. That is, also ridged. Ribbed for his pleasure. That's what we call the prostate tickler. Anyway, leave me alone. I'm going back to talking about actual shit instead of penises. That's my guy, my pal, my buddy. What? Thank you. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Because I know human average is about 4.5 to 5 inches. Which makes sense because that's as much as the human vagina can take. But since the males and females are so big, you know, the males they're huge. They're gonna get 9 inches. I'm just saying. Anyway. Back on topic. They prize medics over everything because medics make sure they don't fucking die. So when human combat medics start coming in and helping them throughout the war, because it's a humanitarian effort, wait, females can take only 4... Well, human females, the last I checked, the average the average human female ability is about 4.5 to 5. But last I checked. Damn, I'm too big. I mean, I can't fucking tell you. I don't know. But yeah, the human female can only take in, like, a few inches. Because there's such a thing as a cervix. It exists. Please don't hit it too hard. That'll hurt. That hurts like a motherfucker. They gave me male ass as a G-spot for a reason. True. Truly. True. God puts the cum button in the butthole. Also God. No homosexuality. That was a fucking meme from like 7 years ago that I read and it was funny. It's not as funny anymore, but it still makes me giggle.
I'm also gonna eat a grape. Don't tell anyone.
Don't tell Medic. Don't tell Sugar Skull, actually, she'll get me. Alrighty. So yeah, what I'm planning basically is... I laughed so hard. I laughed so it's so funny. Excellent. Sugar Skull, no! No! No, no, no! No, listen! I'm not eating grapes. Ow. Was it? Nothing? I'm not illegally snacking. You can't prove shit.
Thank you for the sip.
I actually was taking a drink of water right then. I was very thirsty. Christians, no, God no likes homos. Then why God give men prostate? It literally. And not give female prostate G-spot. I mean, to be fair, God did give a female a G-spot. It's right there. Ha! Fudge. Yeah, don't clip that. Get out of here.
Period, thank you for the pet.
But yeah, no, they technically did. It's a couple, it's like an inch and a half inside. About. Curves up. And then for the men, it's right up, right there. It's technically the base of your penis, that's why. Yeah, but females don't have it in butt. That's, you know what, that's true. But technically, that's because it is the literal base of the penis, so you can feel it, and it feels nice. Ugh. Anyway, we're not talking about human physiology anymore, we're talking about bug physiology. Now, as far as G-spots and P-spots are concerned, I don't know if these motherfuckers have those the same way we do. I drew the dude's dingles, but I didn't consider female vagubus. I'll have to think about it. I'm sure they have pleasure spots. I'm sure. Most creatures... Well, actually, no, not most creatures. Most humans do. And since these guys are bipedal, sentient, humanoid-ish standing creatures, I do want them to have things that are similar to us. I've already studied that, so I can give pleasure when needed. Back to insects! Exactly. Back to the bugs. I might actually think about that. The pleasure centers of the bugs. Because I know that their antennae, they're a little sensitive, but nothing too crazy. Their mandibles are very sensitive. They love touching their mandibles on other mandibles. So, sensitive. Obviously their genitalia is sensitive. It's fucking right there. But they're really just, they're covered in chitin, so it's not like they feel much. They might actually be extremely sensitive on the neck, like in the neck right here, because that's where the chitin is not there. And then they might be sensitive here and here in the thighs, because that is their skin. Now, it is a little rougher than ours. Our skin is pretty soft. Their skin probably feels a lot more leathery. I'm trying to, like, touch my arm and hand here and try and figure out, because I'm pretty squishy. I'm pretty soft, actually. I'm pretty pliable. But as humans feel very, very, like, velvety, we're pretty soft. But these guys would have, like, it's like textured leather in a way. It's not bad to the touch, but it's definitely not, like, it's not as soft as we are. I guess it would be kind of like a felt blanket, which is us, versus, like, a towel, which is them, maybe. It's like, it's a rougher texture, but it's, like, in a fun way. It's like a little... That's the best way I can describe it. And obviously, some are going to be softer than others. Squish the bat. Smooch. Wait! Squish! Now, it doesn't feel like tanned leather. I will say that. It probably, like, isn't super tanned leather. Maybe it's, like, a slightly tanned. But it's not, like, touching a leather jacket. Like, that would be a little too crazy. But think of, like, maybe not a leather sofa. That's a little harsh, too. I'm trying to think of, like, maybe PVC. If you've ever touched PVC, it has, like, that leathery touch to it, but it's softer, if that makes sense. So it's not like a leather wallet texture, it's more like a PVC leather texture. That's the best way I can describe it. So it's not, like, super rough, but it's definitely a difference from us. Hell yeah, love handles are erogenous spots as well. Nice. Yeah, I would assume that's where they would be like, sensitive to touch. Because that's the only spots that are, you know, sensitive. Ugh. Also, I feel like they like biting. Just because biting is fun. Me makes creature that likes biting. Next question! Alright, so let's go back over here. Hi, handsome. There we go. Wait, where's my music? Music! Oh, it's just really quiet. That's why. It's Kepora Gebora. Also check message before love. Oh, curved like or no. If so, please just spell straightforward so I can reach it. I'm sure they have some sort of curvature to it, but nothing too crazy. I also feel like they would also be internally ribbed a bit more. Like, okay, Twitch, you don't know what I'm drawing, so don't look. I feel like it would be something like this. You don't know what this is. It's just there. Like, it's fine. We don't know what this is. We can't tell what this is. No idea. No clue what this is. No idea. But I do feel like it could be something like this. No clue. And then if they're a worker, there's nothing there, really. It's just like a little pocket. If it's a regular L8, there's something there, but looks like a sideways necklace. Yeah, that's what it is. I wasn't drawing a side profile of anything. But yeah, I feel like it's they're internally, like, ribbed a little bit. As weird as that sounds, but it's the only way I can think of. It could be because it was a holdover of kind of like, this is gonna sound awful, kind of like how some animals have I don't know how to say this without sounding weird. Animals have body parts that they put internally into the other body parts of other animals, and they're shaped weird as fuck because evolution's a bitch. Look at the duck, for instance. They have a corkscrew penis. As weird as that is. So, something like that. It could be a holdover from that kind of thing. As such, there's probably ribbing inside the female as well. Well, fuck, I can't. My accent came out for a second. Yeehaw, partner. Yeah, I think there might be some sort of counter ribbing to kind of make forced entry really fucking hard to do. So, I feel like it's just a holdover. It's not nearly as... You ended up sounding weird with the corkscrew comment anyways. It's fine, who cares? So that's how I personally think it's one of the reasons. But that's all I can think of. For the moment. Alright, so back on culture. Why are we sighing? Why are we sighing? We're gonna have to bring this to Picardo, aren't we? Yeah. So, social hierarchy. Now, I made this template with the question of what it looks like. So, I made this template that I'm writing out because it was under the assumption that not everything was going to have a super rigid social hierarchy based on your molting and your physiological birthing. So I've already covered the social hierarchy like 4 times already. So social hierarchy, birth lottery. That's basically it. Are you born an elite, a soldier, or a fucking worker? We've already gone over this. So, social hierarchy covered. We don't have to worry about that. Birthdays! Bottery! Birth lottery! Bottery! Just refer to previous statements. Yeah. Lurth. No, I don't like that. I don't like Lurth.
Leland, why are you in bed? Are you okay? He is in bed.
Lurthquake? No. Alright, so birthdays. They don't really celebrate birthdays the same way we do. That is because they are born with a multitude of their siblings. So you will be born typically in a clutch of about 5 to 10 eggs. And you and those 5 to 10 people who are born with you in your clutch are considered your clutch siblings. So you're born in a clutch, and you share your birthday with them. Now, there is a good chance that a couple of your clutch siblings you will never see again. So, may not see clutch sibling anymore. So, let's say you are born in a clutch of 8 people. You'll be born in a clutch. All I can imagine is everyone born while the queen is clutching a game. Now! Clutch means a bunch of eggs click together. So, once you get to about the age of 12, 11, 12, and you guys start changing colors and start shifting body structure, you and your clutch siblings are gonna realize real quick y'all ain't gonna be hanging out for very long. The elites get taken away immediately. The soldiers get taken for training, but you will still at least see your soldier siblings. But the moment your elite sibling is gone, there might as well not be your clutch sibling anymore. But you can still refer to them as your clutch sibling. In fact, you can probably brag about it. Hold up, let me cook. Game-winning shot. Oh my god, no. Radiant! I don't want to think about that. Goal! Anyway. So, in terms of birthdays, I don't think they celebrate birthdays as crazily as we do. Especially for soldiers and workers. For them, it's just like, oh, hey, it's my clutch day, I did it, we had, hey, clutch siblings, we sure did hatch out of an egg, didn't we? But for the elites, it is a huge celebration. So, elites are celebrated. For workers and soldiers, it's just another day. I have a very invasive mind. That is fair. So they probably do something, but it's minimal. They're like, yay, I was born, and then that's it. But elates are celebrated. Because elates, like I said, they're so few. They're like, yeah, you're an elate. you were born. And that's it. So, rituals. I'm specifically referring to the statement before that one. Oh, no, no, no. I believe you. There's rituals, festivals, holidays, funerals. Oh man, do I want to cover all that? I kind of want to start leaning and working towards their language, because the moment we have language, the better we can start listing out this stuff, because rituals and festivals and holidays, they will all need specific words and specific understandings of what's important. And once we get language down, we'll be able to do that. So, what I'm going to do here, we're going to scroll down here and look at aesthetics, which is languages, dialects, naming conventions. That's another thing I want to work on, is names. No, the two statements, the clutch one and the messy one. Or is it Ronaldo? Ugh. Radiant, I am worried for you. I am very worried for you. Okay, so I want to start working. I'm not good with football, which one side's on their knees, which they score. I don't know. I don't know football either. I know baseball. Weirdly enough, I'm good with baseball. I'm not good with football. I don't know shit about football. It's a lot more, it's a lot harder to understand for me. Oh yeah, I also want to cover religion one day. I'd have to think about it, because I'm not sure how they would go about their religion. Imagine that one, but they just clutched a game. Is not. Oh, is that why you're saying it? That makes me upset. Oh, right. I also want to cover a quick little understanding of their science. So, a few weeks ago, about a month now, when I was covering these guys, I explained that they do have enough technology to do certain things, because they've cannibalized the old technology from their previous civilizations. However, they have since been nuked back down to roughly the Bronze Age. They're not quite in the Iron Age, but they're figuring it out. Religion is more based in surroundings, isn't it? True. Very true. So we will... Here, I'll write that down, actually. Religions and technologies. So we're going to cover technologies for a bit, because there's not a whole lot to cover, but it is going to be fascinating.
Yeah, I'm smart for once. You're smart for once. Pet, pet, pet. You're always smart, silly.
Alright, so yeah, technologies. It'll be pretty quick. Not fucking horny. Fair. Like, I did it! I had a thought! That wasn't about fucking the bugs. And I want to fuck the bugs. So after that, let's go down here to languages. So, like I said, we'll work on technologies first. A little less smart, but I mean, hey, it's there. I'm sorry, that was mean. That fucking smile. Alright, so their technologies, they have old technology that they've pretty much lost understanding of. And fun fact, this old technology that's here is one of the reasons why humans found the planet to begin with. So a company, funnily enough, because space capitalists are shitheads, and that's my antagonists for this proverbial story that I'm writing here. There's no sexuality for the type of partner I am, but I think it's just me being a bottom. Fair. Hey, being a switch means you're still a bottom. Just saying. Okay, so yeah, they have old technology that spacefaring humans in a specifically a company found radio signals, like old signals of this old technology, and landed on this planet and found out, hey, there's Bronze Age people here. Let me make sure I'm using that word correctly, actually. Because I know they're not quite Iron Age. In terms of technology. Let me go through this. Historic period from 33 BC, 3300 BCE to 1200 BC. After that, yeah, there was the Iron Age and then the Ancient Age. Ancient technology was the result of engineering in ancient times. No. Yeah, we're roughly bronze. They're on, like, the peak of the Iron Age, basically. I take offense to the Switch comment, Mr. Battler. I like both equally, damn it. I'm just saying, if you're a Switch, it also means you're a bottom. It also means you're a top. But it also means you're a bottom. But yeah, they are on the precipice of getting iron. However, they have started kind of... Hi, Pats! Welcome in! Hope you're doing good. We're talking about bugs. We're discussing technology at the moment. You missed all the dick talk, so... But don't worry, Radiant's here. We might start talking about dicks again soon. Eric Cartman voice. Be a minute how you want. Just give us damn baseline. Ow! Hi, Dread. What? What is it? Why'd you... Hold on. Hold on. There you go. That was for you, buddy. Wait, more dicks to talk about. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. I am partner dependent. Aw. If my partner likes bottom, I top. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, you're I think it's called a service switch. I get that.
What, you? Don't yell at him.
Oh, Dad, there's a kitty in the TV. Leon is laying down and being cute. So, yeah. Old technology attracted a human spacefaring company. They start trying to dig this shit up, and then they realize, whoa, there's people down there. Specifically, they're, like I said, on the precipice of the Iron Age. They're just about there. But the moment humanity started pulling this shit out and going, whoa, look at this. Accessible enemy McGee's spotted. Yeah, he's looking at the TV. Buddy! Cecil! Hey! Hey, you're okay? You're okay! His tail is fucking frizzed, dude! There you go, bud. Hey, you don't got a mohawk. You're okay. Hi, sweetie. You're okay. You're not under any harm, I promise. Hi. He's so dumb. Yeah, Cecil was looking at the television, and his tail puffed right up. He saw himself and got scared. Hi, buddy. No, I don't love the cat and the TV more than you. Yeah. No. Hi, Sweet Pea.
Hi, Pete, sweet.
Well, clean time. That was adorable. Cecil. I love it when animals get weirded out by their own reflections. It's funny as fuck. Yeah, he saw himself and was like... His tail just puff. Alright, so, humans dug out the old tech. And then the Kobesh started to study the technology as well. And they realized they have records of this stuff as tales and songs about their ancestors who could, like, fly and create food out of nothing and, like do all that kind of crazy shit. And they start trying to reverse engineer this old tech to learn how to harness it. There we go. Now, they have Cecil. Who is that handsome intruder? Why is he copying me? Dad! Dad! Yeah, he started... Buddy! Babe, look at him! He's... He's pawing at the TV. He's got his fucking paw out. Hey, baby boy, that's you. That's you. He's so fucking dumb. I love him. Desmond, important question. Who's the... And then there's this asshole of their religion. Oh god, I don't know. I haven't thought of any pantheons yet. I'm gonna have to. And now a moment to laugh at the silly cheese child. Yeah, no. Hi, baby boy. I know. Let me push down your mohawk little... Yeah, no, his tail turns into a fucking puff, dude. There you go, bud. There you go. It's okay. It's you. I think he's like... Well, no, I don't think he's self-aware yet to understand that it was him. He is rubbing on everything. Like, no, I can't let this other cat put his smell all over my parents. Hey, buddy. Oh, careful. Don't knock that over, please. Thank you. Oh, you ripped it, you motherfucker. Shit. Ugh, hold on. Something ripped and I have to fix it. Cecil bumped into something. There we go. That's good for now. Okay. Yeah, no, he turned into a little cheese puff. You need a cheese puff? Little cheese puff. Hi, baby. I grab him. Grab. Cecil, don't mess with that. Be a good boy. Okay, so, old technology. So I'm gonna have to actually do some more research on the actual technologies here. Check dink memes. Okay. I will peek. I'm not sure, to be honest. I'm not as well versed in terms as I would like to be. Oh, that's fair. Yeah. Let me go peek and see what we're talking about, though. Oh, yeah, I've seen that. My guy. I am from Tumblr. I have seen that. I've read the ancient tomes. So I think I'm actually gonna call it here a little early. I'm pretty much tapped for ideas at the moment for these guys. I've covered everything that I can think of as of right now, and my well's running a little dry. So what I'm going to do for next week is collect ideas for a religion and languages. So oh, Cecil, get out of my mouth. Yes, you're very soft. Yes, you're very cute. But I have to unstring you. Go on, bud. Oh, ow! Nails! Go on, bud. Okay, so I'm assuming they could be shamanistic. But I'll have to think about that. And the languages I definitely want to work on as well. Because I want to come up with the sounds that they're going to make for the language, at least. So for now, let's hop on over here. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I know we're cutting things a little short today, but like I said, I'm tapped for ideas at the moment. I have to just... I thought you were going to do clothing. I don't know what to do for clothing. I want to do clothes, but I don't know what... No, you didn't miss it. I haven't done clothing yet. I'm going to have to make that its own segment. Let me write that down as well. Clothing. No worries, gotta restock the thought well.
I do gotta restock the thought well.
I don't know how I'm gonna go about clothes yet.
Oh, thank you for the skull.
It's a skull, sugar pet. Thank you for the pet, sugar skull. Fuck me. I'm so dumb. Massage the brat brain. Picked up a new game. Nice. I hope it's fun. No, I don't have anyone to chat with cock about. I'm sorry, it's Radiant. I'm sorry. Let's see. I know who we're rating, by the way. Disco Elysium, I heard that's pretty good. Okay, so for clothes, I guess I could look at Bronze Age, cultures. But I have no clue, what it would look like yet. because I'm gonna have to look at the region and the habitats that they are currently in, how hot it gets, whether or not the clothes make them hot or not. Whether they...
All the uses accessible for the 50 biddies. Ella.
But yeah, I'm gonna have to do some research on Bronze Age peoples, as well as clothing, and whether or not the chitin would help, or the clothing would help with that, because they have chitin. They don't really need to cover themselves, other than, like, their basic essentials. I feel like their clothes would mostly be job-related, so I'm gonna have to do that. But until then, I will see you guys tomorrow. We're gonna play some more Lunacid. But for now...
Let's go say hi to Con!
Oh, I'm stupid. There we go. Well, off to visit your species. I'm just... go for it, Radiant. Go have fun. Yeah, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do a lot of, research on that. Let's go say hi to Con. He is having a birthday stream. It is Con's birthday. Let us go say happy birthday to the boy. And I'll see you guys later. I'll go bye. The cafe is closing. You better hurry up. Oh, you're gonna get locked in. Better hurry. Hurry up. Ah. Don't jump out my window. I just got that fixed. People keep fucking breaking that shit.
Goddamn sugar's going down on the wall!
Hella chaotic.
Goodbye.
Anyone that is stuck in here. Uh-oh. Don't give them free cookies. Just to get got by me. Hey, I locked myself in. Oh no, I'm locked in. Oh no. This key, it won't turn in the knob right. Oh no. Jumps back in. Get out of here.